Hello everyone. Today we're going to learn about road markings, markings we find on our roads, driving roads. Um, this is what we have. So this is just the road, and the short broken lines you see in the middle of the road is just to divide the road into two, one part here, one part there. So you can see that there's just a short marking with short gap, short line, short gap, short line, short gap all throughout, just to let the motorists know that you can use this side going and then use this side when coming down. It just divides the road into two. You may also call it center line. Then again, we move to this particular one, which has a very long line but short gaps, long line, short gaps. And this tells you that there is a danger ahead of you, or there might be some obstacle which might cause accident. Therefore, you need to be cautious, you need to be careful. So you may also call it a warning line. You may call this one a warning line. So it tells you there's some obstacle ahead of you. Therefore, even if you want to do an overtaking from here, you have to be cautious about doing that. But I would advise you not to do it when you see this broken line. It means there might be some danger ahead of you. Then we move to the next one. This time the line is not broken, it is solid, straight all the way through in the middle of the road. And this means that you now close to the danger. You are almost to the obstacle, and therefore there is no need to do any overtaking, there's no need to do any crossing of this line, and therefore there is something ahead which is necessitating this solid line, telling you that you are almost at the danger. So here we are. This is the obstacle, a zebra crossing or a pedestrian crossing. The road is here. This is the solid line we talked earlier. It means that because of this pedestrian crossing, the solid line is telling you not to do any overtaking here, not to cross the line because you might cause accident. And therefore, each time you're driving and then you see this solid line, it tells you there's an obstacle ahead of you. And this obstacle is the pedestrian crossing. And therefore, we have the last one. It's the same thing when you're driving because of the obstacle. This time it is a runabout. And therefore, when you're driving and you see a solid line, what it tells you is that there is an obstacle. And this obstacle this time is the runabout. The one we talked earlier is a zebra crossing or a pedestrian crossing. And this is a runabout. This is the end of today's lesson. I hope you've learned something.